offense this week?
Yeah, I thought, you know, the positives first, I thought we really played with a lot of energy and played extremely hard. I thought our guys competed and really played fast, you know. And I mean by playing fast, I mean after the ball was snapped. I thought our you know, the energy level we played with really showed, and our backs ran hard, our wideouts blocked well on the perimeter against an SEC team. So all those things are really, really positive, and some young guys made some plays that maybe we weren't sure that were ready to make plays, and that was nice to see. And then, you know, from the negative side, you know, obviously the 2 turnovers, we don't want to turn the ball over at all. You know, that's what our emphasis has been, and one tipped and then one right before the half, which was, you know, kind of dumb on our part. So we got to do a better job protecting the ball. And then the 4 penalties, you know, we need to clean up that. The ones that bother me the most are the ones that were kind of pre-snap penalties, you know, false start here and there. And some of that's nerves, I guess. Some guys maybe had to play a lot and big atmosphere and all that. So, but overall, really pleased with the way our guys competed and did a lot of good things. I think some things we can build on for the rest of the season.
When you look at the turning point with the, you know, the 4 downs, you guys trying to plunge it in from the 1 yard line, basically. You know, you don't get it, but the aggressiveness, what does that say about your offense?
Yeah, and I think that's the mindset that we have, and we had going into that game, and we'll continue to have, is that we're gonna take our shots and we're gonna try to score touchdowns, you know. And obviously, first and goal from 3, that ain't a lot of fun when you don't get in. Our plan was to do what we did to get in, and maybe looking back a thing or two that I might have done a little different from that standpoint. But I just really believe in our guys, to be honest with you. You're not always going to be 100%, but you know, looking back, I'd probably do something very similar, and just really excited about our guys' energy there. And the thing is the way we were playing with the attitude and physical toughness and all those things. You know, that's kind of our mindset down there, tight to the goal line.
When you call up and dial up trick plays like you guys had, you know, going deep down there to get to the one, what does that do for the players, and what kind of message does that send to them?
Yeah, and it's exciting. You know, it's fun to practice. Our guys enjoy practicing that, and they're excited about whether or not you're going to call it, and they're wearing me out the whole time about we're going to run this, we're going to run this. So that's fun. Some of those plays, you know, somebody's band's going to play. Hopefully it's yours, you know, and because they're a little risky at times, but they're also very calculated, you know, depending on the look that we're getting and where we are on the field, and you know, our guys' ability to execute. You know, those aren't things that we've done 1 or 2 times or 1 or 2 days. It's things that we worked on really from back in the spring. So, but it is a lot of fun, brings some enthusiasm to practice, and you know, it's exciting when you hit them for sure.
Who drew up that play?
Which one? The
one that the 5 people had their hands.
You know, that one goes way back to the old high school days. You know, you know, something. The first time we ever did that was, let me think, was it Lassiter High School, and then we did it at Troy one year when I was at Troy, Spain Park several times. Just a fun play. Kids like practicing that play, and it didn't work out exactly like you thought it was going to. We like for the guy to be wide open, but you know, some timing things were off a little bit on it. But it's fun, and you know, our goal this year is to be really aggressive and take our shots, and you know, and I think the kids believe in that. Our players believe in playing that way, and hopefully it'll just continue to build some momentum.
I guess getting the onside kick might have a little bit to do with it, but you guys dominated time of possession, I think like 38 to 22. I guess not coming up on the winning end, but how do you think time of possession, what's your theory on how that, you know, dictates the game?
I think it's important. I think it, you know, we want to run the ball, and that goes with that, you know. And we tried to run the ball, and we did at times. Don't get me wrong, the sacks I think took some yardage off, but we did run the football against a pretty good front, and we're committed to that, and will be, I think, the entire year. The time of possession obviously helps keep your defense off the field, and especially when you're playing a quarterback like Dak Prescott or some of the other players that will play as the season goes along. I think it's important to be able to keep the ball some and possess it, but at the same time, we're going to play fast at times, and sometimes it'll work out where maybe you don't have as much time of possession as we had the other night. But you know, each game's different, each scenario's different, and you know, we'll just see how it kind of plays out.
Coach, Saturday night,
yeah,
you took 80 snaps on offense opposed to 66 for the opposition.
Yeah.
In the back of your mind, do you have a number, you know, a set number of how many plays you'd like to see your offense run over the course of a game?
Well, I'd say 80 snaps is something that's been a goal of ours. our team's a little different this year, built a little different, so that may not be always the case. What worked out was we executed, like he said, some onside kick, and we were able to maintain some drives, especially early in the game, a couple third down conversions. I think the first drive was a 14-play drive. We didn't get any points, but we did possess it for most of the first quarter. I would think 80's a goal of ours for sure, and depending on who we're playing, sometimes maybe a little less, but we were excited to have that many snaps for sure. It's more opportunities to score, and just got to do a better job down in the red zone and get touchdowns, you know.
Did you see a more mature and grown-up Nick Mullins out there Saturday?
Yeah, I think Nick's what Nick is, very steady, you know, pretty accurate most of the time, and just, you know, he's not really usually going to put the ball in harm's way a whole lot. That's why the one was disappointing before the half. He'll tell you the same thing, but I think Nick was really what Nick is. You know, he was calm and under pressure, and will sit in there and read the thing out and make good decisions, and that's what we're counting on.
The depth chart at tight end looks a little different this week, but the guys who you got in there did get some playing time.
Yeah, you know, that was really nice to see. You know, you had Jay-Sean that came in and really was a bright spot for us, and hopefully you'll get him back pretty soon. And you know, I think Ricky Parks did a nice job for being there for 2 weeks and being able to understand all the protections and the run game stuff, and then also his ability. I knew he was a good athlete. He can make plays, got really good ball skills, and made some really nice plays down the field for us.